Now that you know the various elements to include in your design, the next important thing to do is to determine how and in what order those elements should be presented. Different presentations and design philosophies, the different feelings that you provoke, will have an effect on conversion. As such, we're going to discuss two ways of testing your designs to find the one that converts best. These two methods can, generally, be applied to the two types of pages you have. For your website pages, you can use heuristic testing. For your landing pages, you can use A/B testing. Heuristics testing is a general test of your website as a whole. While it does not give you the same concrete metrics as A/B testing, it can be done quicker and provides insight into visitor behavior, and it can root out any problems that you may not have known otherwise. One type of heuristic test you can do is the observational test. In this test, you have a third-party individual go through your website from your homepage all the way through. During this process, you should watch but not interfere. Watch and take notes of where they get hung up, any issues they run into, any distractions they have. In short, you're looking for points of friction. Once you have this information, you can make changes to your site to streamline the user experience by removing those points of friction that you discover. Another type of heuristic test is the persona evaluation. In this test, you create a fictitious person that represents your ideal client. This persona should have a detailed background, specific needs related to your product, and unique goals. You then assume that persona and go through your website. As you explore the different design elements and read through your copy, evaluate a few different considerations. For example, is this information relevant to the persona? What questions might this persona have that we're not addressing? What objections does this persona have, and how are we overcoming them? Is there a clear direction of where the persona should go next? These considerations can help you evaluate your website in ways that you may not think to otherwise. All in all, heuristic tests are a great way to tease out issues that are not obvious. A/B testing is a methodology wherein you use two different landing pages with only one single element different between the two. For example, the headline. Then you see which performs better. If there's a large margin, then you know that one version is much more effective than the other. You use A/B testing to methodically improve your landing pages one element at a time, with full confidence that the changes you make will have a positive effect on your conversion rate. For this reason, I recommend doing A/B testing constantly. You should always have at least two landing page variations active at any given time. Constant testing means constant improvement. Similar to A/B testing is multivariate testing. With multivariate testing, you gain speed, but you lose accuracy. Multivariate testing involves changing several things between the two landing page versions, or using two completely different landing pages. Whereas A/B testing is a good way to test between landing page elements, multivariate testing is a good way to test landing page concepts such as branding, messaging, feel, etc. The primary metric used to track conversions on your landing pages is the conversion rate. The conversion rate is calculated by dividing the number of visitors who convert into customers by the total number of visitors to your landing page. So if you have 500 visitors and 23 of them convert, then your conversion rate is 23 divided by 500, or 4.6%. You will track your conversion rate as you run A/B and multivariate tests. Compare the conversion rates between the two landing page versions and mark any significant variations. If one version of a landing page is converting at a higher rate than the other, then you have an idea of which design elements or concepts your visitors are best responding to, and you can plan additional tests and changes accordingly.